Since you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you know who Jeffrey and Adonis are. But for those who don't, I'll give you a little explanation. But for those who don't, I'll give you a little explanation. Adonis.
There's a lot of ways people like to describe Adonis, but this is how the man himself, Mahabibi Hamza, has described him. Adonis is the ultimate male that we love and respect. He's powerful but kind-hearted. He's wealthy but generous. He's successful but humble. He is the man we all aspire to be. We know the principles that make Adonis the man he is. Number 1, discipline. Number 2, humility. Number 3 is presence. 4, gratitude. And 5, leadership. Let's start with number 1, discipline. Easily one of the most important skills you can develop in your life. And just like the rest of the principles, it applies to almost all facets of life. If you master discipline, everything else becomes so much easier. When you're disciplined in your humility and presence, when gratitude becomes a habit, everything in self-improvement becomes so much easier. And once you live up these 4 principles, then you can start to level up your leadership, help your tribe take responsibility for themselves, and improve their lives. And then there's Jeffrey. Jeffrey is the opposite of Adonis. He caves into comfort, weakness, and expedience. And worst of all, he tries to drag others down, so he doesn't have to face his own reality. He spends all day wasting time, indulging in the bad habits that he knows are wrong. Most people have a piece of Jeffrey in them, whether they know it or not. I'll admit it myself. I'll be honest, some days I spend too much time watching YouTube videos, and sometimes I cave in and eat something unhealthy. That's the Jeffrey in me. But I have finally admitted to myself that I've had these problems, recognizing that I could solve them. And since then, I can say I've improved massively in these habits. You have to admit and recognize there is a problem if you want to solve it. And now that we have these 2 archetypes of Jeffrey and Adonis, we can use them to guide us into doing the right thing. Here's something that I want you to try. Every time you catch yourself about to do something you know is wrong, ask yourself, is this something Adonis or Jeffrey would be doing? And of course, you know the answer. Imagine Adonis watching you, and how he would feel about it. He isn't mad, he's disappointed. He knows where a path of bad habits leads. Adonis wants the best for you. I'm sure you want the best for you too. So, whose footsteps do you want to follow? Jeffrey's or Adonis's?